I had a request from a viewer to share which investment companies and brokerage firms I've worked with and like. I'm happy to share the companies I've personally worked with and my experiences. My knowledge is limited though because I've only worked with a limited number. So I'll share some companies that I've heard good things about too. And just like always, please share in the comments the companies you've had good experiences with. No advisor names though, please. And as always, please remember I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. So for investment management companies, I'm partial to Vanguard. Vanguard is widely considered the premier low-cost brokerage for long-term, passive, and buy and hold investors, offering very low expense ratio ETFs and mutual funds. It's not recommended for active traders due to its basic trading platform, but basic is good enough for me. I've had accounts there for about 8 years. Being a DIY investor, Vanguard works well for me. I've called them several times on the phone over the years, and they're always very nice and helpful. I went with Vanguard after reading A Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins. He's a big Vanguard advocate. I've had no issues navigating their online platform. I have heard that Fidelity's online platform is easier to navigate though. I think Fidelity is probably as good or possibly even better than Vanguard after hearing so many people talk about it. Rob Berger talks about both and has said that Fidelity is easier to navigate. Schwab is another company I've heard great things about, but since I was already at Vanguard and haven't had any issues, I've stayed where I am. I also have an IRA through Wells Fargo that is an intuitive investor IRA. That's diversified ETFs. It's a robo-advisor plan for beginner and intermediate investors. This is the account I've had the longest. It does have higher fees though. I may roll this account over in the future, but for now I'm keeping it as is. It's so easy to transfer money to my bank account from there, and they're so helpful and nice on the phone. They're very user-friendly. So speaking of being helpful and nice on the phone, I had one IRA through Allspring that I was not happy with. It's not really the company's fault. It just wasn't a good fit for me as a beginner or intermediate do-it-yourself investor. If you're more advanced than me, I'm sure it would work fine. I called them on the phone several times and they were not helpful at all. The website was okay to navigate. It was really the customer service that I was unhappy with. I rolled this account over to Alliant Credit Union, who I'm very happy with, and I'll talk about them in a minute. Allspring was very unhelpful with the rollover process. Back in 2024 when I did this, Allspring had some rule that you couldn't roll more than $100,000 at a time, but they didn't tell me that when I called. First, I called the company I was rolling over to, which was Alliant, and opened an IRA account with them. I didn't have to put any money in it. It just sat there empty waiting for the rollover. Then Alliant had me fill out a form and snail mail it to Allspring. The first time I did this, I checked the box for all funds to be rolled over, which was over $100,000. I didn't know Allspring had a rule that you couldn't roll over $100,000 or more unless you got a medallion signature, which is kind of like a notary, only a lot harder to get. I sent them the form and then I waited and waited and waited. I finally called them like 2 or 3 weeks later, and they then explained about the rule that you couldn't roll over $100,000 unless you got that medallion signature. If I hadn't called, they probably would never have told me. In my opinion, they could have at least emailed me about it. I could not find anywhere to get that medallion signature, so I just ended up doing it in 2 separate transactions. The process took a while. I had to call Allspring several times, but I finally got it all taken care of. And they weren't rude, they just weren't very helpful or friendly in my opinion. So Alliant Credit Union I found online after doing a lot of research. You'll see Susie Orman on their website endorsing them. They had really good reviews. I first used them to set up my CD ladder for my bridge year from 58.5 to 59.5 when I could pull from my retirement accounts. These were regular after-tax CDs, not pre-tax IRA CDs. I found their website easy to navigate. When I opened the IRA for my IRA CDs, I did have to call them to do this, and they were very friendly and helpful. I got 5.45% interest for 1 year on the amount I transferred. 1 year later, I reinvested them at 4.3%. This month in March, they mature. I'll have to look at the rates and decide what to do. Being such a conservative investor, I just decided this was a better option for me than bonds, but it's not right for everyone. Betterment is another online company I use and have been happy with. After a lot of research and reading reviews, I decided this was where I wanted to open a mutual funds brokerage account. This was also a robo-advisor account I opened with Betterment back in 2017. Then, in 2022, I also opened a high-yield savings account with them. They had over 4% interest rates back then. It was something like 4.75% when I opened the account. It's slowly fallen down to 3.25%, but it's like that everywhere. Their website is easy to navigate, and I think I've called them a few times on the phone. I haven't had any issues. In 2022, I also bought I-bonds through Treasury Direct Online. I-bonds are a type of savings bond issued by the U.S. Treasury that have a combination of safety and protection against inflation. These bonds are considered among the most low-risk investments available, as they're backed by the U.S. government. In 2022, they were making 9% interest, which was incredible. Recently, they've fallen to around 3%. Their website is not the easiest to navigate, and I never did have to call them on the phone. I cashed this account out in February. As for my old 401a, 403b, and 457 deferred compensation plan, those were through my work and probably not available to most people. I was happy with the growth these accounts made, but the rollover process for all of them was really a pain. I also like Bolden's software for retirement planning. I use the free version, but there are more features with the paid version. They actually reached out to me and asked if I wanted to do a partnership with them. I had to really consider that one, but I decided I wanted to stick to my no affiliate links, sponsorships, memberships, that kind of thing. But I really do like Bolden and highly recommend using them. The viewer that made this video request also mentioned ACA insurance. I am not an ACA expert. You can talk to a broker to help you. They even have a link for it on their website. But I was told by a viewer that if you put in your phone number, you'll get tons of phone calls. They suggested using a broker that someone refers you to. I like to DIY everything, so I just did the research and did it myself. I have a playlist about ACA and health insurance if you want to learn more about what I did. So that's my limited experience with investment companies and brokerage firms. What about you? What experiences have you had with investment companies, good or bad? If you want to share, feel free to leave a comment. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi, I'm Julie and this channel's Happy on Monday. Thanks for joining me. If you found this helpful, please like. And if you're interested in retiring early, consider subscribing. I'm going to leave you with a quote. When money realizes that it's in good hands, it wants to stay and multiply in those hands. Hope to see you again soon.